Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 19 seasons, that's a lot, kid, but you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show, not the food though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
And we're back. Pod Chef is back. The official Top Chef podcast / food talking podcast is back. We are back. The boys are back.
You're saying that we went somewhere. You're saying back like we were gone for a while.
Maybe. We're back. The boys are back, and I'm watching The Boys today. Season 3. I'm catching up.
Mm-hmm.
We're back.
Might have finished, I think. I think it's almost done.
Well, there's 10 episodes out now, so I think it might be done. But it's not done for me. But we're back. We're both back at home in our respective places, respective states.
I've been at my home. I didn't go anywhere.
Because we've been traveling.
We as in you.
You went traveling too. You traveled around New Jersey.
To New York. This is a special episode, folks. So if you're here...
Yeah.
If you're here and you want to wait 30 minutes until we start talking about an episode of Top Chef, which let you know right now,
not happening. Not doing it this episode. Episode 94. This is the Goosefeather episode. We went to Goosefeather. We saw Talde. We're going to talk about it. But if you're here for like a recap of episode 6 of season 5, sorry, gonna have to watch it on your own.
Yeah, you'll have to wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait till next week.
Did we already do that episode?
No, we didn't.
Oh, episode 5 is next week.
Yep.
And it's a banger, and we have a guest. There's no guest this week, but next week you'll have a guest.
There's no guest, but there is a guest this week. This week's guest is Goosefeather and Dale.
It's food.
Dale's technically back on the podcast this week.
Yeah. One of our biggest episodes of all time. We're just going to keep milking that by bringing up that we hung out with him. If you remember, I don't know if he did it on the podcast, but he did invite us to have a grand old time at his restaurant. And we had a grand old time.
Boy, did we.
It wasn't so much hosted by Dale. We'll talk about that, but it was good.
Wait till we do Chefs I Prepared for You today.
Why?
Because it's all going to be about what we had at Goosefeather.
Is it? That's not how the game works.
Yeah, today it is.
No.
Today
we got to do it separate.
No, today is Chefs I Prepared for You.
Why? We have something embarrassing last night you want to talk about?
No, I actually took a picture. I had some great food last night. I mean, we could talk about what I had for dinner last night. I got pictures of it.
We can't. Then if we don't say what we had for dinner last night, it's a slippery slope, and before you know it, we'll be marrying horses. That's what people say.
He makes a point.
Other people say.
He makes a point. And I don't want to marry a horse. Not again.
Well, no, you learned your lesson because that did you for everything you had in that divorce. And that's why I told you, you got to get what is it called? The thing where the horse can take all your money? Prenup. That
is to stop a horse from taking all your money. A lot of guys marry a big old horse and
they think their life is good.
They think their life is good. And then it's like, this horse will never change. And it's like, well,
horses change.
If you ever bet our horses at the track, you don't ever bet on the same horse all the time. You're gonna have to bet on someone else at some point in time.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be burnt again because I'm not going to marry a horse, and I will not say hey to anyone anymore. You know how they say, have you ever heard the saying, save your hay, you might marry a horse one day?
My mom had that. She had that crocheted in the bathroom. And it was like above the toilet.
And it said, save your hay, you might marry a horse one day.
Crocheted or
crocheted.
Cross-stitched.
But that I used to hear that all the time growing up, and now I feel like it happened, and like Now that's why I don't ever say hey when I see people, because I'm like,
Because you're still saving your haze.
well, I don't want to marry another horse.
Right, but you're not. Are you closing the barn door entirely to that?
I got to keep it cracked.
Yeah,
I got to keep it cracked.
God says when you close a barn door, He opens up a barn window.
Opens up a butcher shop,
and then you'll end up marrying a barn cat.
Don't want to do that again either.
You've been married a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a type.
We also got a voicemail from the Reeves voicemail box.
Yeah, let's get into it. We got a voicemail. I have not listened to this. I don't know what it says. So I don't know if it's from Reeves giving us an update or it's someone else who just left a voicemail. So why don't we just go ahead and play it and listen to it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Pod Chef. This message is for RoboCoop. RoboCoop. I am reassembling the indie improv team. And I need your help. It's going to be me, you, Bumblebee, and that guy Derek from our 201 class. We're going to change our format, RoboCoop. We're now going to be an improvised hip-hop team. Now listen, it will be funny, I promise. It won't be embarrassing at all, and audiences will enjoy it and not feel embarrassed for us. Please call me back.
Is that the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay.
I feel bad because clearly this person, it wasn't a person. This was...
It was... Megatron? Tron.
Wait, what's a Transformer?
Bumblebee. I think it was Optimus Prime. Yeah. Autobots
Prime
roll out.
Thought he was getting the voicemail for RoboCoop.
Yeah. But instead called Reeves'
voicemail box.
And
maybe they're one number off. We don't know.
Probably.
It's weird though because we have talked about that before. So maybe he... I don't know. Maybe we should pass it along. Or maybe RoboCoop checks our voicemail.
And... just so that I'm caught up on the bit, RoboCoop is RoboCop.
RoboCoop is the like machine that they had to use on Top Chef that made us eventually start. When we very first did the talking about Optimus Prime and improv, was like the RoboCoop was.
Why don't I remember this?
I don't know. Did you fall on your head?
Many a time.
Yeah, like a hard one, more than just like a little one.
Oh yeah, so many times.
Like guaranteed CTE.
I once got a concussion at a basketball camp in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get punched in the head.
Mid game, I was talking shit.
That's what you got.
Walked by a kid and I said, "Get that weak shit out of here." Decked me. Fucking decked me. And the punch wasn't what gave me a concussion. It was my head hit the floor.
It was the second hit. Yeah. It was going to be two hits. Yeah. His hand hitting your head and your head hitting the floor.
And I don't know if people know this, but wood is not very forgiving. It's
the least forgiving material.
Yeah. It never forgives.
It'll forget though.
Yeah.
Instantly.
So it's like you got to pick your poison. You want to date an elephant who always remembers everything, or do you want to date a wooden floor which doesn't forgive but does forget stuff?
This is weird. I'd be remiss not to say one time I was playing pickup basketball with a bunch of little kids younger than me, and this one kid ran.
So this was recent.
Yeah, me and like little kids hanging out.
All right.
Ran too fast and he hit his head on the like metal pole. It was like basketball courts with like the metal poles, and dude got a fucking bump on his head so big it was like sticking off inches from his head. And we're just like, oh my god, and he was just like, what? And we're like, dude, you gotta go home.
Yeah,
it was terrifying.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I had a big old bump on my I had a big old bump on my forehead. No, but in all seriousness, I did walk. I tried to be funny and I turned around thinking I was going to exit a room and I walked right into a concrete column.
That's how you got it?
That's how I got a concussion.
And they say that comedy's easy and not dangerous.
Yeah, it's so... People don't understand how hard it is to get a good laugh line, go out on a good punch line, and like leave them wanting more. And I tried to do that and I turned around and literally, like, it was right in front of my face. And it was a carpeted cement column, but it still crushed me. It crushed me. And people thought I was doing a bit still. And like they didn't understand that. Like, no. I'm devastated right now.
Yeah, your brain is scrambled eggs.
Yeah, my head felt like it was swelling up. And then I went and saw the physician and she was like, yeah, you can't go to sleep. But it's all I wanted to do.
When can you go to sleep after a concussion? Never?
Like a day after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta stay up for a whole day.
Okay.
It sucks because the only thing you want to do is go to sleep.
Yeah, you should get a concussion and then do Del Close Marathon. Improv. So that's Optimus Prime. He thought this was the Roboku hotline.
Bumblebee.
But we heard him. He's getting the team back together and they're doing hip-hop improv, which
kills.
I agree. Not embarrassing at all.
Not embarrassing at all. If you're doing hip-hop improv, you're probably very good at improv. You probably are like a step above it. You probably get the concepts more than most people. So you're like, well, I got to make this challenging for
what
me.
else can I do?
Yeah. So you're like, what are the things I like in my life? I like hip hop. I like improv. Combine the two.
Let's do them together. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like how I formed my team I like playing with. I said, what do I like doing in real life? I like black people. I like improv. Combine the two. And it was hard because there's not that many black improvisers.
Well, you just got to make them.
Yeah, there's a factory now.
No, I meant like finding people and getting them to classes. But
nah,
sure, yeah, there's a
I'm going to the Black Improv Factory now.
That sounds like the name of a theater in like
Biff.
Detroit.
Biff. The Black Improv Factory.
I'm excited for this team. Derek from 201. I heard that he gets games super well.
Derek was so funny.
Yeah. 201's tough. 201's the one where they separate the men from the boys, as they say.
Yeah, and it is a all male class.
It's improv. It's mostly male.
Yeah. So people are like, why didn't you reference the women? Because they're not in the class.
Yeah, if you're asking why didn't Optimus Prime invite Megan Fox in to be on the team?
Yeah.
Because she's not in the class.
Bumblebee, no women.
Let's get Megan Fox on the team. No.
Give me Shia LaBeouf's number.
Yeah, Shia, yes. Megan, no.
He can improv on the spot.
You know who should have been an improviser? If they had been born in a different time, Mr. Marshall Mathers.
Oh,
imagine him doing hip hop improv.
He would crush.
It'd be in the early 2000s. It doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, he would. Early 2000s, he would crush, and then he'd have to like retire because like, he'd be too witty and too like poignant and socially commentating, and then he'd like go on a bender and come back and like hate everyone.
Yeah.
And just say a bunch of bad stuff for them.
Yeah.
They can't handle anymore. And he's like, oh, you're out of touch. And he's like, well, am I out of touch or am I just the same I've always been?
And that's the twisted life of an artist.
Yeah.
It's hard. We're all over the place today.
Well, when you get a voicemail like that from Optimus Prime, what do you want?
I had a joke I was going to say earlier. I'm going to say it now because I think it's very funny.
Uh-huh.
When I hit you, it's actually 3 hits. It's my fist hitting your face, your head hitting the floor, and then the lawyer's hitting my bank account when you sue me for money for me assaulting you.
That is true. I always avoid fights by saying, go ahead, punch me. I'll sue you.
Yeah. There was the one fight I ever got into in my entire life. The kid said he was going to sue me afterwards. To give you a little glimpse of what kind of a wiener kid that was.
Here's your comeback to that. You say, you can only sue me if you live through it.
Ooh, that's good and intimidating.
Because you better hope someone peels me off you, because I'm not going to stop.
It's more like, good luck. I'm the poor kid.
Yeah.
Have fun getting nothing from us.
Yeah.
So we're also going to do Chefs I Prepared for You.
All right, let's do Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night, and we present it as if we're presenting to the judges on Top Chef. I will go first.
Okay.
Chefs I Prepared for You, and I'm showing Brian proof of this photo.
Okay, it's proof, yes.
Yes. So, Chefs I Prepared for You. Sauteed Brussels sprouts with lemon and finished with fresh Parmesan Reggiano.
Remember you talking about that.
Right? And then pan-seared Cajun spiced chicken breast with cilantro on top. And oh, my goodness, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't even put salt in the Brussels sprouts. I just let the Parmesan cheese be the salt factor in there.
They're pretty salty cheese.
Oh, glorious.
Are you a person that separates all your food on the plate, or do you mix it together?
I mean, I separate it for plating, but I mean, I have no problem with it all touching and being together if I had to.
Do you
I'm
finish?
not one of those weirdos.
Okay. My wife does she finishes one before she goes on to the next. Like if she has like
Weirdo.
a thing and then a veggie,
Weirdo.
she'll eat the thing and then eat the veggie.
Well, your wife is flying business class now, so she can do that kind of stuff.
VIP, yeah.
So she can do that kind of stuff now.
Full recline seats. They got a little cubby for your own stuff there.
Yeah. She can't go back to coach. You guys can be expending so much when you go on your trips now because
As long
she's
as she
going to be
buys
in
mine. I'm okay with it.
Well, she's going to be in first class. You're going to be back in coach. You don't know the difference.
Oh, for sure.
You don't know the difference, so you'll be fine back there.
Cause once you get a taste of the good life.
Yeah. She's going to be
there's
like,
no
so I can't talk to you during the plane because I'm like up here and you're back there.
I get that.
Just make sure you have everything you need for the 6-hour trips.
Yeah.
Also, I love taking these long trips now, Brian, because I can like
Yeah.
be up here and like have my space and like relax. And you like it too, right?
No. It's very uncomfortable. And everyone's crazy on a plane. I don't know why. Something about getting on a plane makes people go insane.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe it's the pressure. Maybe it's the altitude.
Probably.
People get up in the sky and they go, you know what? I'm gonna act a damn fool.
What is the pressure you have as someone who's just riding the plane? You're not flying it. That's the pressure.
Yeah.
That's the real pressure.
Everyone is just insane. The world is insane. No one is cool like me.
I could never be a pilot. You want to know why? I play around too much. I'd like pretend like the plane's going down for like 15 seconds and pull it back up. Like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
relax.
They wouldn't like that.
They'd hate that. People would hate that.
I couldn't be a pilot because I bad eyes.
All right.
Eyes.
All right. Any other questions about my food? Because we're supposed to be doing Chefs I Prepare for You.
No, you didn't do a pan sauce this time.
I did not. I did though for my lunch, and I can tell you what I had for lunch.
Nope, that's not the game.
Okay, well, I had pan sauce then.
Oh no, that game is through. Now I got to marry a horse.
Well, save your hay.
You had pan sausage?
No, pan sauce.
Just the sauce?
For lunch? Yeah, I was just drinking the sauce. Come on, man.
I don't know how food
Get
works.
out of here, you goofball.
All right, I'm being a goofball. Chefs, last night I prepared for you Thai food order out, procured.
I win.
Carrie's been out of town. She just got back yesterday.
What's up, K-Dog?
Didn't go shopping. I have surgery next week, so I'm eating my feelings, and that's what we're doing.
Hey, that's all right.
So that's what's going on in my life. So we just had Thai food, and again, it's really good, and I don't care. It's great.
Did you get the same thing? Curry, Thai, something?
Drunken noodles.
Drunken noodles.
That's the go-to.
Man, now you're making me want to order some drunken noodles.
Order it.
I haven't had Thai food in a while.
Live your life. Get it. You're not on vacation anymore, so you're eating good.
Yeah, I am.
Live your life.
But
you only got the one. You never know. Maybe you'll get surgery on Tuesday and die during anesthesia.
Right. Do you want to leave that in?
Yeah, we'll see. For posterity.
All right. I hope that
I don't want to do that, but I'm just saying sometimes,
I hope that doesn't happen. I might order some Thai food as like solidarity for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I
ask people to shave their heads when you get cancer, but I have to remember to order Thai food.
I did partially. I got a fade.
Thank you.
I couldn't fully commit.
That's okay.
I was like, I'll cut off this part of my hair. The bottom part.
That's fine.
I'm technically bald.
Yeah, not
down here.
You are a bald person.
Yeah. When it comes to Top Chef, I'm definitely a bald person.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. Yeah. In solidarity.
All right. So I won a Chef's Prepared for You. Mostly because I prepared food and you did not.
And that's fine because that's how the real show works too. Yep. If I were just like make a salad, that's not really preparing food, and I would lose also.
Get out of here.
Yeah, don't even bother. I'm gonna order Chinese food tonight too because you know what? Fuck, I'm getting surgery on Monday and Tuesday. Let's do it.
Wait, I thought you had to have like restrictions on what you could eat.
No, I just can't eat like 8 hours before.
Oh, okay.
And I should be eating like healthier.
But you just threw up 2 big birds.
Yeah.
And once you let those things fly, it's hard to get them back in the cage.
No, and I don't like birds. We had a bird growing up, and it's the most depressing pet in the whole world. Folks, if you're out there and you have a bird, stop.
You think it's depressing to walk through your living room with an animal that's meant to fly around and it's stuck in a cage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see how that could be a thing.
It's awful. It's truly terrible.
Uh-huh.
Everyone,
uh-huh.
if you have a bird, just stop.
Yeah. I don't want to be one of those people who judges people, right? I don't want to be one of those people. But if you have a bird as a pet, you probably confuse love and control.
Yes.
Similar to people who hate cats. I think we've talked about this before.
We have talked about this, yeah.
Because why else would you take a animal meant to soar the skies and cage them up in your house and think that you're saving them?
Yeah, fish also to an extent, but also they're fish, so it's a little harder. Whereas birds are intelligent, and maybe you let your bird fly around your house, and you go, "Oh no, he can fly around my house." Yeah, your house isn't the whole world.
Yeah, it's supposed to have access to like everything outside.
Birds can go anywhere
wherever
want to
they
at all
want to
times.
go.
They even go inside when they want to.
Yeah, and like whenever you see a bird that's in an airport or in a grocery store, it wants to be there.
He chose that life.
He likes working there.
Yeah, he feels value working a job.
Yeah, why do you think he's always flying back and forth to the gates at the airport? He's helping people get to the gate.
And he's good at it.
He's very good. Why do they're always wearing their little outfits?
Yeah, the it's gold and yellow. It's flashy.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'll get my bird a job. No, you won't.
No, you won't.
They don't do housework.
Yeah. Birds hate housework.
They don't like it at all.
Birds hate being pigeonholed in kind of like what do they call feather roles? Where it's like, oh, I'm a bird, so I gotta do housework. It's like, no, I actually want to work outside the house, and I can do that. And stop trying to. It's the catriarchy.
Okay.
The catriarchy.
Where
we think.
If you really want to help a bird, give him a job that he wouldn't normally have.
Yeah.
Get him outside of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
See if he can be a computer programmer.
Or a plumber.
Yeah.
You don't see enough cat plumbers.
Cat?
Bird plumbers.
We're doing the same conversation. This is the second cat thing you've said.
I'm still thinking about
birds.
I'm still thinking about cats in cages.
We're doing birds here. All right. This episode is insane. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Goosefeather, which is a restaurant that we went to.
Gotcha.
Nice.
All right. We're back. Let's talk about Goosefeather.
Let's set the scene first.
Yeah, let's set the scene.
I've told you guys I'm having surgery. It's happening. It's out there in the world.
It's happening.
Now.
It's out there.
I'm getting my nose chopped off. That's true. I said, Jamal, I'm getting my nose chopped off in a week. Do you want to come over? Come up to New Jersey and we'll go
first
to Goosefeather.
First you text me, are we actually friends? That's what you text me. And I said, I think so. He goes, well, if you actually are my friend, you'd come up this weekend and we'd go to Goosefeather.
I said, prove it.
You said, prove it. If you're my friend, you'll come up to West Orange, New Jersey, the weekend that you just got back from being in the Bahamas, and you will spend more money and come up and go to Goosefeather with me. And I said, well, once you challenge me, I got to deliver.
He said, say less.
Yeah, I said, say less.
He said, bet.
I said, say less, pay less.
He said, say less, pay less. So he gets here. Boom. It's Friday. If you remember from our Dale interview, he said, come to Goosefeather and I'll hold it down.
Oh, yeah.
I'll hold it down. So we're like, cool. So I messaged Dale on Instagram and I said, Dale, we're coming through. You going to be there? And he said, yep, come through. I'll hold it down. Great. Reservations set. 6:30 p.m. No, 6:15.
Train ticket
6:15.
copped.
Yes, Jamal's train ticket. Reservations set for Jamal, myself, my lovely wife, Carrie. We go.
Can we talk about something?
Sure.
I did not know that we were supposed to dress up. And Carrie was kind of stunting on us. I didn't know. If I had known, I would have worn a dress.
Okay, yeah. Well, also the problem is you might be wearing the same dress as her, so we don't want to
that
because then you should wear the same dress.
Yeah, because yellow is my color.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. And women, you know, it's for a guy, your clothes are either like shorts and like a shirt or something nice. Where women, it's like something nice or like that's it.
Yeah. It's like they've got just nice clothes and we just got like, I look like I could work in any of my outfits. I could work at a amusement park on a drop of a dime. Yeah. Someone gives me a different shirt and now I'm working at an amusement park.
Best clothes that I ever worn in my entire life. Someone woke up to me and they said, hey, how much for the tilt-a-whirl? And I said, we're not even at the amusement park. And they said, Look, pal, just tell me how much it costs. How many tickets does it cost?
I'm driving over there now. Tell me how much it costs.
I said, I don't know, 4.
He was
said,
4? He was, and I remember you told me this story. You were at a Circle K gas station. He was at the ATM.
Yeah.
And you just walked in and he was like, hey, how much for the Tilt-A-Whirl?
How much for the Tilt-A-Whirl? He said, tell me, my kids want to go to the Tilt-A-Whirl. My fucking kids, they're dying for this Tilt-A-Whirl. And I told him 4 tickets. I don't know if that was right or not.
Joke's on him. 4 days later, the newspaper said Tilt-A-Whirl accident at the amusement park.
Yep.
Sometimes you want something too bad.
Really sad. A lot of kids died.
I knew it was that guy because of all that money that came out of his pockets.
Yeah, I knew it was that guy because I got called in to testify against the... they said, you represent the carnival. And I said, no, I don't. Again, I had to wear really nice clothes.
You wore the same outfit?
It was court. You had to dress up for court.
Yeah.
And they're like, clearly you work at the carnival.
Yeah. The judge almost held you in contempt.
Well, the judge tried to get me to give him some cotton candy. He said, I need sugar. Give me cotton candy. And I said, sir, I do not work for the amusement park. And he said, you can't lie in court. I'll hold you in contempt.
Yeah, I'll hold you in contempt.
And I went to jail.
Yeah. And everyone in jail was asking you what it's like to be a carny.
Yeah, and they didn't believe me.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Clothes.
Goosefeather and clothes.
Yeah, it's a business casual restaurant. So I did jeans and a button up with short sleeves.
And I did the business of wearing the same thing I wear almost every day, which is jogger,
khaki joggers,
twill pants, and a shirt, button up shirt.
Right, stunting on them. I had just gotten the AC fixed in my car that day.
God, it was so cold.
It was a scorcher, so it was really good that we had that going on.
So cold.
We get there.
They've got valet parking.
It's a huge mansion that you pull up to.
Huge is not even the way you say that.
Giant
you say
property.
It's a huge mansion.
You got to do a Trump.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Trump's first wife. It's a huge parking lot.
It's a huge
thing. We pull in there, and it's kind of weird. There's some driving stuff. It doesn't quite make sense. I passed some parking lots.
It was weird when we drove up because I was like looking for the sign that said "Pod Chef guys park here." And there was no sign, and I thought
or the guy dressed in all black with the driver's hat holding the sign.
Holding the sign, be like Pod Chef, and I was like, I don't see that guy.
He must have had the day off.
Yeah. So.
First thing, a note: when you go to Goosefeather, the sign on the outside, it's crossed out, but it's still there. It says Goosefeather, but someone has crossed out Goosefeather with a red line.
Yeah.
Like it's not there. It's still there.
Kids these days.
Don't let it fool you. It's still there.
It's still there. It's not there. It's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and if you go on the website for the menu, it's also crossed out there, but that's also these cyberpunks.
Yeah, these cyber kids. Hey, kids are cyber these days.
Yeah.
You thought we cybered back in the day. Kids cyber different these days.
Yeah.
Cross out restaurant names. We were saying ASL. Send pics. Give me 4 days to download it. Oh gosh. I passed a few parking lots. I was like, it's gotta be a closer parking lot. Eventually I get to the front of the restaurant and oh no, I've reached the valet. And I say, I guess we're gonna do a valet. Actually, I first rolled the window down and I said, hey, where can I just park? And he said, do you want to do valet? And I said, sure.
Yep.
So I cut the car off. I gave him the keys, said leaving the car on.
Big time move for the valet. Yeah. Literally set the tone. Let him know. I'm not playing around with you.
Yeah, he had to turn it back on.
Let's see if you know how to start a car, buddy.
And he did.
He
parked my Kia Soul.
Yep.
Did a great job. Big ups to that guy. We went inside the restaurant. We're seated. Lovely. The restaurant, lovely.
Lovely decor. It's got a good vibe. Good music. Hip hop's playing. Good art on the walls. More like New York art, hip hop. You know, Filipino mix in there. Like it's nice. It's very nice.
We were in a room that had a dragon above it, like like Chinese dragons.
Yeah, I think it was Azure Dragon, which is one of the guardians of the East in Japanese mythology.
Okay, all right.
Don't test your boy. Okay,
I know a
lot about mythology.
So we sit down and I check my DMs to see if Dale has said like, "Yo, where you at?"
Yeah,
and he hadn't said that.
He's not.
And I said, "Should I message him?" And both Jamal and my lovely Carrie said,
"No, just enjoy the food.
Don't sweat him."
Yeah.
So we sit down, we get the menus on our phones. We have phone menus these days.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a phone menu? Yeah, a phone menu.
It was a phone menu. Good
We
thing we
ordered
had
drinks.
service, because if we didn't have service, that
Yeah.
phone menu doesn't work.
We ordered drinks. Let's go through our drinks first.
Okay, let's go to the drinks first.
Why isn't the bar coming up? Where's the drinks? Beverages. Okay. I had a drink called the Birthday Nails,
Mm-hmm.
which had Neversink gin, rum with an H in it for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
cucumber,
Rum.
yuzu, and lime.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very tart, citrusy drink, and it was delicious. Mwah.
And what did your wife get?
My lovely wife had a 6 foot, 7 foot, which is, I believe, a reference to Lil Wayne, which had Don Papa rum, no H, banana liqueur, coffee liqueur, espresso, orgeat, and cinnamon. And she was up all night.
Yeah. I also had that drink. That was my second drink. That was my end of dinner drink.
Mm-hmm.
But my beginning of dinner drink was called the Promethean Curse.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go on my Instagram, you can see a picture of the black cup it came in. But it had rum with an H,
Rum with an H.
sweet vermouth, Alta Verde.
What is
Apri-
Alta Verde? That's a place. Isn't that the place where Better Call Saul is taking place?
I think it just had like a water from there. Apricot liqueur, blue curacao, pineapple, almond, yuzu, cherry juice, and it was bumping. And it also had a cherry.
Mm-hmm.
It had like fruit on top.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was bumping.
It was bumping.
It was a good like summer drink.
Yeah, and we were going for summer drinks. My wife had a go to bed drink for some reason, but Jamal and I had good summer drinks. Of course, mine was very citrusy. Jamal's also almond, fruity, apricots, almonds.
Man shit.
Yeah, man shit. Rum with an H.
Yeah.
So we get our drinks.
We get our drinks.
And the nice server says, "Would you like some food?"
And we said...
And we say, "Yeah, give us most of the food."
Yeah.
Now,
we did order almost everything on the menu.
Let me start by saying I had $150 to spend on this meal from my work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let's fucking ball out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ball out.
Yep.
And we'll tell you how much we ended up spending in the end, but we balled out.
Yeah, we balled out.
100% flexa, time to have sexa.
So you go through and you say what you ordered, then I'll go through and say what I ordered.
Okay. And I'll include Carrie's things also. Well, we kind of split the things. We'll just say everything, and then we'll say what was your, like, because basically it was like we had different mains.
Yeah, that's true.
So for everyone to split, so my wife only had the veggie things. We had the shaved snow pea, which is watermelon, hot and sour tamarind, peanuts, pickled chilies. We'll talk about we'll describe the foods later. At the veggie section, we had sweet summer corn, Goosefeather barbecue 5-spice, brown butter labneh, and smashed crispy fingerling potatoes, turmeric, caramel, pickled chilies, scallion.
Man, I'm still thinking about those potatoes.
They're really good. Then we got some dim sum plates, some small plates. We got the dry aged beef pot stickers, Chinese mustard horseradish dipping sauce, the Kung Pao chicken wings, which is shaved celery, peanuts, buttermilk, dill ranch, the crispy shrimp bao, which is pickled daikon, General soy sauce, and cabbage. Now,
may have been my best bite of the night.
It was really good. Before you say anything, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 dim sum plates. We ordered 3 of the 4. We got and there were 3 veggies. We got 2 out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 salads. We got 1 out of 2. So far, we're 50. We're killing this menu.
Yep.
2, 5, 9. Out of 9 items, we've ordered 6. 6. So killing the game. Then there were some noodles and rice. My wife got the Don Don noodle, which was a chili garlic, impossible ground beef, sesame cucumber, peanuts, toasted Thai chili. Then came the large plates.
Okay.
Jamal, you got
black pepper beef, and no, not because of the name. I knew what it was, and I wanted to try an upscale version of it because I had the same thing in the Bahamas. But it had charred onion, holy basil, preserved peppers.
Holy basil.
I remember when that came and the waitress was like, "Oh, be careful. There's a pepper in here that you can't eat." So I freaked out and was like not eating any of the peppers. So I wasn't getting the full amount. But then I was like, "Oh, it's not in here." And then I started eating them.
Had these things on top too. What were those? These little like fried
these
air
little like
cakes?
Fried air cakes. They look like clouds.
Yeah. And it came with rice. Came with a side of white rice.
Good rice.
Large plate. I got the Branzino, baby, which came with a black bean, brown butter, and green things. By green things, it means just like I think it was like edamame pods and things
I
like
have a
that. Different
question
like
about the
veggies.
branzino
Yes,
because, and I was thinking about this on our ride home.
yes.
Didn't the waitress say there's like it comes with 2, but we can give you a third? I only saw
That
1.
that was the shrimp bao,
Oh,
and we
okay.
got 3 of those.
Okay. We got 4 of those.
Did we?
Yeah, there's a full serving.
Oh
There's
shit!
4.
So
Okay.
that's the branzino, and then we got desserts too. But we'll talk about those.
God, when we go back, I'm getting them shrimp baos again. I'm just thinking about how they tasted. I'm
And
gonna
then
get one just for me.
The
It's
desserts.
so good.
There were 3 desserts. We got 2. We got the Hong Kong milk tea tiramisu, which had chewy boba and cocoa pearls, and the mango shaved ice, which is candied coconut, tropical fruit, pound cake, and chili.
It was very good.
All right.
I had the shaved ice.
Let's break these down. Is this fun for you guys? You having fun doing this?
You better be.
Yeah, this is the show now.
You better
The
be having fun.
shaved snow pea. It was a salad. It was good. It was spicier than I thought it would be.
I was afraid to try it.
You didn't eat it, did you?
No, I was afraid to try it. I don't know why. I think I was worried about the sauce that was on it in the dressing. I was worried about it.
It was solid.
Because I have a weird stomach, so I was like, I don't know. I might be too far out of my comfort zone.
It was fresh. It was like fresh shaved snow pea, like little thin things.
Strips.
Big hunks, yeah, strips, big hunks of watermelon.
Yep.
It was good.
You guys kept picking out the watermelon.
Carrie was eating those exclusively.
Yeah.
It was solid. Real good vegetable starter.
Let's talk about this sweet summer corn because it was more
do it.
spicy than sweet.
Yes. The sweetness came from the labna, which is like a yogurt.
Yes.
But the corn itself, a
Ooh.
little spicy.
We'll get you a little. It said 5 spice. Trust me, it felt like 6.
Yeah, he said, excuse me. Is there 6
Yeah.
spices on this?
I count on my taste buds more than 5 spices.
There's more
so
than 5 here.
tell me what the spices are, and she counted them out, and they were 5, and I was like, okay.
It was good. The little chunks of like cut off the ear corn.
I kind of wish we got wok toss greens.
I kind of wanted that too. I don't really get down with goji berries, but
I don't even know what that is.
Lemon soy, that probably would have been really good.
Yeah. Smashed crispy fingerling potatoes. Can we
this
talk
is one
about
of the
this?
standouts.
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
standouts of the meal.
Turmeric and caramel. Oh,
oof!
That's something I'm gonna have to try now here.
These things were crispy.
They
were sweet
but salty as well.
Yes.
Like it was. You get the chili in there. Oof.
Yeah.
You had the scallions in there. It's just full of flavor.
Home run.
Yeah.
Home run. If you go to Goosefeather,
get the fingerling potatoes.
This is our first must order.
That's a must order. Oh yeah, the next one's coming up.
Yeah, I think
that is our first must order.
I think the shaved snow pea was good. I'd also would have liked to try the warm mushroom next time. The sweet summer corn was good. Again, I think I'd like to try the wok tossed greens next time. The potatoes, you must get those.
Must get them.
They're good. 100%.
If you go to Goosefeather and you don't get the potatoes, and then someone orders them next to you and you see them, you're gonna be like, "Why didn't we get them?" And then it's gonna start a fight between you and your lover, who you're celebrating your anniversary.
Because you know that they're not gonna share with you. Because if they taste them, they're gonna go, "Oh shit, I'm not sharing."
Yeah, they're gonna taste them and be like, "Oh, these are gold."
Yeah,
and then you're gonna be like, "I want to be part of that orgasm that you're clearly having," and you're like, "Nah,
nope, not
this is just for me.
This is solo venture." Dim sum plates.
Yep.
Dry aged beef pot stickers.
Oh. Brian doesn't even eat beef, but he had one of these and they were good, right?
I like to. I'll do beef occasionally when I want to try something. I thought these were fine. These weren't my favorite thing.
What? Is that why you left them on the plate and let me have 2 more?
I didn't go wild for these. I thought they were good. The Chinese mustard horseradish was kicking.
Yeah, I'll tell you something right now.
Right in the nose.
I don't even like mustard, and I dipped all 3 that I had in mustard, and they were great.
Do you usually get down with horseradish?
No. I mean, that's how good it was. I was trying to expand my brand.
Yeah, you got to.
And I was like, man, this mustard's pretty good.
Yeah, they were good.
Regular yellow mustard, I can't do. It'll make me vomit. But this Chinese mustard horseradish, ding, ding, ding.
Clear your sinuses too.
I put that on a hot dog in a minute.
Nose? Ooh, yeah, that'd be really good. I think you got 4 of those for the order. I think is what it came with.
And I ate 3 of them.
Yep, I had 1. Then came the Kung Pao chicken wings, which for me, this is another must-have.
Must have.
These were slamming.
Must have.
So good.
Yeah.
wildly good.
Wildly good.
The chicken was cooked so well; it was so moist, and
I
but
stopped
cooked
myself
through.
from eating too many because I was
I kept
afraid it was
going.
going to mess up my big plate.
I
I was
kept
like, I
going.
can't fill up on all this. This is too good.
It was so good. They were so. I like a sweet wing. When I get wings, like I tend to like a wing that has like a sweeter sauce on it. And these were great. They had a little spice to them, but really were just like these sweet, delicious, like Chinese flavor with the kung pao wings. Fantastic. And I did with the ranch dipping sauce, which I love to dip some ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Great. This is a must get for me. All right, here we go.
Next one is my absolute first order if I go
Tell
back.
us about it. Tell us about it.
Crispy shrimp bao, pickled daikon, General Tso's sauce, cabbage. It was perfection in the mouth. The first bite
good.
hooked me, and then the second bite got everything together, and it was a wrap, folks.
Yeah.
You could just put me in that bao. That looked like a comforter, and the shrimp was just wrapped up in it. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disturb your sleep, young man, but I'm going to Flavor Town.
I'd sleep in a bao. They're comfy.
Oh yeah,
they're spongy.
Yeah.
This thing was kicking. The shrimp was fried, and it was like pop. You know, shrimp has that pop.
Yeah, but it was also big shrimp. I was worried it was gonna be a small shrimp. It was a big fucker.
These were solid big shrimps. You got like maybe two or three in each bao that were like spilling out.
Mine had one. Mine only had one, but it was a big one.
Yeah. Pickled daikon's a great little contrast in there. You get the little bite of the daikon, and it looks beautiful.
I wish I had ordered it again, like ordered a second serving, because they went away too fast, and I was like trying to be polite, and I shouldn't have.
You can slam these. These are great. I agree with Jamal. This is a must-have.
Yeah. I mean, that alone, like that shrimp bao is one that you could like, say you go there and you're like, we're going to go there for drinks, but then you're like, well, I want to nibble on something. Can we get 2 crispy shrimp bao for the table, please?
Yeah.
And then you just have your drinks and talk, and you have your crispy bao show. Oh.
Yeah. That's your night.
My mouth is salivating thinking about it right now.
We did more than that, but you could just do that.
Yeah.
Next is the section that we only ordered one from. We didn't do the rice. There are lots of good sounding rices, but we avoided the rice. My wife, who's a vegetarian, got the don don noodle, which comes with Impossible ground beef, which is so cool to see that's on there. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it. Pretty good. I'm a big fan of don don noodles. This is really good for me. It's a nice spicy noodle. Again, I like sweet stuff. Not a ton of sweet stuff in a don don. So if you like if you like your spicy to come with a hint of sweet, you might need a little more or something else. But I really enjoy.
You might want to go for the Dan Dan noodle.
Yeah, maybe for the Dan Dan noodle, which is a little sweeter. This is good, and my wife might say it's a must-have if you're a vegetarian. There were some other vegetarian things here, but I think just the fact that this is a signature meal dish here that has Impossible ground beef in it is wild. That's such a cool move. Kudos to Goosefeather for doing that. Looking out for the vegetarians.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's a good move. It's a solid.
The dish might have been better with real beef.
It's a solid move.
That's Brian's opinion.
Large plates. Jamal, hit us with that black pepper beef.
Black pepper beef, charred onion, holy basil, preserved peppers. Now, I had a version of this at a Chinese restaurant in Atlantis in the Bahamas, and it was not good at all. Even then at the restaurant, I was like, this is not very good. And then I was like, I saw it on here and I was like, okay, now I'm going to get the real version. And this was the real version. For starters, it had real beef.
Big
chunks of real beef. And then it had like a proper black pepper sauce. Fresh. You could tell they were fresh peppers. What I had in the Bahamas was like fried peppers on the side. And I was like, this is garbage. But yeah, this was just, I mean, wasn't that spicy to me. But it's just the sauce was good, beef was good, peppers were good. It was a great way to soak up the alcohol.
Yeah. And it comes with the rice.
Yeah, and the rice. Oh yeah, right. So like a bite, a fork full of rice, and then stab a nice little chunk, and it's heaven.
Yeah, Jamal let me try a piece of it. It was really good. It had the sweetness that I like when I have some of my like things. Jamal mentioned it earlier. When the server dropped the plate, she did say that there is a chili in this. Be careful. Don't eat it. It's just in there for aromatics. And Jamal proceeded to freak out.
Yep.
And he was like, where is it? I don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat it.
and he wouldn't eat the peppers.
Yeah.
Then she came back, and I kept being like, I think it's not in there. You would see it. It's those red chilies you get in like General Tso's chicken.
Uh-huh.
We didn't see that. He was like, I'm not eating it. She came back, and he said, yeah. There's
What's
no
the
pepper
pepper
in
I'm not
this.
supposed to
And
eat?
she was like, oh, maybe it's not in there. It's not always in there.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh,
God.
So then
Gave
he
me
ate
a heart
everything.
attack for
Then
nothing.
he finished it all.
Yeah, and then I scooped it up.
I ordered the branzino, the fish. My. This fish, baby.
I had one bite of it, and I was like, I should order the branzino.
It was good. It was so good. Again, it was deboned. The guts are out of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a nice fillet. Didn't have the head on it, which is nice. I don't like the head. It looks cool when you order it, but I don't eat it, so it's fine. Ate the whole thing. This thing also came with rice. Man, start to finish, this thing had some sweetness from the brown butter, had some soy going on there, so nice like saltiness to it. The veggies that were in there, nice pop of like freshness with it. The skin on it was fantastic. Home run for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It was perfectly cooked fish, great taste, everything. Like, I mean, even the chives that were diced on top was like, just give me a mouthful of those chives.
It was really good. It was
fantastic. Looking at the rest of the menu, I kind of feel like if we go back, I might try this 3-cup shrimp and lobster, or this half roast duck.
I don't get down with duck.
I love duck. How do you not get down with duck?
They're cute. I like ducks. I'm a bad meat eater. I eat animals that I don't think are cute. Though I think chickens are cute too, so I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't eat pork, but this honeydew, so the pork dish for the large plate is a char siu Berkshire pork belly. Again, I would never get it. But it comes with a honeydew mostarda. I don't know what that is, but that sounds really good to me.
Yeah. I'd try that. When we go back, I'm probably going to get the branzino. I'm going to get the pork belly.
And we're going back.
Get the crispy bao, get the 3-cup shrimp lobster. I might just spend all my money. I'll like order all the large plates for the table. And we can all try them. And that's what I'll buy. And then, you and Carrie can split the rest on your company cards.
And we're going back too. Don't you forget about it. We'll be going back. I lost my menu. Okay. Then we have some desserts. The Hong Kong milk tea tiramisu. Great. It was kind of having boba on it was kind of weird. The tapioca balls boba, that was weird.
You just don't like the texture, or you don't like the taste? Which one?
The texture's fine for me with those. The flavor is not the best for me with boba. Usually when I drink boba tea, I complain there's too much bubbles, too many boba in it. That's my thing. It's just not really my thing. Cocoa Pearls are great. The actual cream of the tiramisu was great. The little cake part was fantastic. This was a great dish.
Yeah.
The mango boba aside, fantastic.
Mango shaved ice. I didn't even read everything that was in here. I just saw mango shaved ice. I didn't read that it had pound cake in it. So it was a nice surprise when I started going through it. And I was like, oh, there's cake underneath here. And you mix it all together with the pound cake. It was very good.
Jamal, let us try that. Also very good. Big pieces of coconut in there.
It's very light. It's like a
fresh
nice
mango in it.
It was like a refreshing end of the meal.
Wasn't too heavy. Love a mango, fresh cut mango up in there. It was solid. It was really good. This was good.
Mm-hmm. And then we did not order for retail.
We did not order the book. We did, however, during the meal. I kept being like, "Where's Dale? Should I message Dale?" Everyone kept saying, "No, don't message Dale." Well, then we saw Dale. He was walking around the outside of this restaurant. Also
pretty sure he was looking for us. He was looking for us outside. He was like, "Where are these guys? Where are these jamokes?"
If you want to sit outside and you're like, where sometimes outside setups aren't as nice, this outside setup to this restaurant, amazing, beautiful.
They have two outsides. They have the front cocktail area, and then they have the back seating area. So it's like, pick your poison.
Yeah, beautiful. Both of them beautiful. Can't go wrong. So we wanted to really extend this meal as long as we could, hoping that we would run into Dale.
Yeah. So we started talking about politics and critical race theory and transgender athletes in sports. We just hit all the topics to really dive deep.
Just have a light combo.
Yeah, I had a light dinner convo about all that stuff.
I ordered a $5 coffee because I wanted to sit there longer.
And then finally, we all looked at you and said, "Well, it's time to go." And as soon as we stood up, what happened?
Dale Talde showed up.
Boom.
He showed his face. I saw him come up and I pointed at him and I said, "There you are." And he said, oh, what's up? And then he said he
Yeah.
forgot that he was supposed to hang out with us.
Uh-huh.
He was like, you guys already ordered everything? We're like, yep. We let him know the food
Was
was good.
banging.
So good.
So good.
And then he said, glad you guys like it. Hey, do you guys want to see a cool view?
And I was like, you mean cooler than all the views of the table of the food that's been delivered to me? Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good
Chuck.
luck.
Good luck, Chuck. Did you change your name to Chuck? Because good luck.
So he said, let me show you something. So Dale, he had us follow him in his Gucci slides.
Oh,
You know he had the Gucci
man was
slides on.
stunting on us even at his own restaurant.
He's back there working in the restaurant, got shorts on, t-shirt, Gucci slides.
Yeah.
Stunting on us. Took us up 3 flights in this mansion to the roof of this mansion to show us you could see New York. You could see the beautiful Hudson. You could see everything. It's
2
gorgeous.
bridges. Yeah,
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And then
We
he was
shot the
talking about,
shit.
we shot the shit for a little bit. Got a photo with the man, the legend.
Yep. We'll post that up in the Instagram for you.
Yeah, we got to go back.
We did have a funny interaction.
You did.
With my wife. She's continuing her funny interactions with famous chefs, where she said, oh, you can almost see New York from here. And he said, you can see New York from here.
It was like a quiet moment for everyone on the roof. We were like, Carrie, easy.
It was very, very funny.
Easy, Carrie.
But then afterwards, when we were leaving, he like held my wife's hand for a second longer, and he was like, very nice to meet you. And I was like, okay, chill out.
Uh-huh.
Calm down.
Well, he would have done it to me too if I was allowed to wear a dress.
Yeah, it's the dress.
Yeah.
He thanked her for wearing something nice.
Yeah.
Went downstairs, said our goodbyes.
Yep.
We'll be going again. The food was fantastic. We used the restroom. In the restroom, there was a cool picture of DMX on the wall with 2 pit bulls. Go for it for that alone. That's the coolest thing I've seen in a restaurant forever. Just a picture of DMX in black and white. Okay. Let's talk about the check. So, like I said, $150 I had to spend for my office as a thank you for being at where I worked for 5 years. So I said, let's ball out. So as you heard, we balled out. We balled out hard. The bill with the tip was over $500 for 3 people.
And I offered to put my card down. And what did you say?
This was my, I wanted to be a big man, and I wanted to put this meal on my card, and I needed the receipt so that we could get the $150 off. So really, it was like $400 after the $550 total with tip. I'm gonna say this: it's the most expensive meal I've ever had,
and it was worth it.
It was worth it. I had a great time. I was with great people.
Yeah,
lovely wife.
You're welcome.
My good friend Jamal.
You're welcome.
Food was fantastic. Got to hang out with Dale. Get that view.
If someone told me, hey, you just got to spend $550 and you'll have maybe the greatest meal you've had all year, and you'll meet a Top Chef king, I'd be like, that's a discount.
Say less.
Yeah. And then they tell you when you get there, you actually won't pay anything because your friend will.
Even better.
Dale
did promise to comp us stuff next time. I also hope that he'll be like, oh, here's this special. We're gonna get so tight with him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the official. We are the official podcast for Top Chef, and you'll know why when we're best friends with Dale.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. Food was fantastic. If you get the chance to go to Tarrytown, New York, or if you're in New York, probably like an hour drive from New York, go there. There's a train nearby. Go there.
It was just like a good Friday night, man.
Yeah.
And you're coming off 2.5 years, not many of those. And then you get to have one. And it was like, this was, if someone told me at the end of 2.5 years of the pandemic, you're definitely going to have a great dinner in New York, I'd be like, you're lying to me. But if this was the dinner, it would be worth the wait.
Apparently none of us got COVID.
Yeah, I'm good.
I tested yesterday, negative. So it was great. Please go to Goosefeather. Let's give it a review. How are we gonna do a reviews?
I mean, I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5, and here's why. I didn't get to try everything. That's the only thing that's docking anything, is I didn't get to try everything. Ran out of money.
I'm gonna give it a 5. There were things that I wanted to get that we didn't get, but you know what? That just means you got to go back, baby.
I know. This is why I'm not giving it 5 because I want to go back, have everything be like, oh, God, this is a 6.
Stellar meal, fantastic meal. Go to Goosefeather.
So
your boys and Pod Chef sent you.
So we've talked about Goosefeather. Now we need to talk about the other culinary expedition we went on. Let's talk about Top's Diner. So
we'll quickly talk about Top's Diner. Top's Diner is a famous diner in East Newark, New Jersey. We went there early in the morning before Jamal got his train back to
Brian
DC.
took me out to breakfast.
Jamal paid, I think.
I did.
Least he could do. About a $500 meal.
Yeah. I also paid for the pizza dinner the night before.
The least he could do. $500 meal. I got a breakfast burrito.
Meal is not being cheap anymore now. It was $500 in my pocket. Now I'm paying for it on the back end.
I got a breakfast burrito and some grits that were slamming. White people grits. We talked about this. No,
did you finish it the next
day?
Or
next week you'll learn about white people grits, black people cream of wheat.
Oh yeah, they will.
We're recording these out of order.
Did you finish the food later that day or the next morning?
I did. Yeah, I had it for dinner.
Nice.
Had that burrito and I finished off the potatoes that you didn't have.
I had omelets and fresh fruit, and Brian looked at me like I was weird.
Yeah, it's a good meal. Tops is a fun place. If you're ever in East Newark, swing by Tops.
And the bathroom facilities, forget about it. They are pristine.
I don't like to deuce in public restrooms,
but you might drive there just for that. Huh?
I was totally fine with it. It didn't hurt that it was like first thing in the morning, I'm sure, before people could like trash the toilets. But man, clean bathroom, smelling nice, lots of space. Lock that thing up. The toilets take a long time to flush. So if you're leaving the toilet, someone might walk in and see your dookie before it flushes goes down. That's on them. Great. We had a fantastic weekend with good friends. Jamal stayed with us. Stayed on my in my office here on our guest bed.
Yep.
Want to rate this bed?
As a bed, what's the scale?
As a guest bed. As a
guest bed,
what's the scale? We'll do it a 5.
Out of 5. I'm gonna have to give it 3.5, and here's
That's not
why.
Bad for a guest bed.
Here's why. I'm too big for the bed.
It's short. It's a shorty bed.
I'm too big for the bed, so I kind of had to sleep at like a scrunched up.
Yep,
bed.
That'll happen.
But other than that, I mean, it does the job.
Solid mattress for cheap, $100 Walmart. Good mattress.
If I need to go somewhere and I'm like, hey, can I crash on your couch for free? I'll take that free bed. It's better than the bed they gave us in the Bahamas. It's a rollaway bed, that prison bed that they pulled out of a closet.
And then we had pizza too. We got from Star Tavern, which is New Jersey pizza. Thoughts on that? Quick.
I mean, you promised thin crust pizza. I kind of want to. When I come back up, we go back and I get the thick crust. See what the thick crust is like.
Yeah,
it was good.
Star Tavern pizza's thin. That's Jersey pizza.
Thin crust, and I crushed it, and I didn't even feel like I ate anything.
Ate a whole pepperoni pizza, and then ate 2 pieces of cheese, and then I think then he had chicken tenders.
And then I had chicken tenders, and I still was like, I don't think I've eaten anything. It was all air bread meal, and it wasn't filling me up.
So all in all, fantastic food weekend. We did nothing else. Jamal and I walked through a park.
Yep. We binge watched. I binge watched Below Deck, Mediterranean.
Below Deck. We made Jamal watch wrestling.
Yep, didn't make me, loved it.
Great. You should watch last night's. Was really good. That's it, folks. That's this episode. We're not doing Top Chef this week, but we did talk about Top Chef, sort of. Went to Goosefeather again.
Yeah.
Go to Goosefeather, baby.
Yeah. Go support Dale's restaurant. It's really good food.
Leave a good review because if you leave a bad review, he's gonna fucking roast you.
Yeah. Check out the food pics on the Instagrams. You'll see them.
Someone left a 1-star review
of Goosefeather.
Yeah,
Dale roasted that guy a bit.
It's one of those things where it's like we had to wait a long time.
Oh my god! And you left a 1-star review. When the food came, was it good? That's worth more than.
They don't even mention the food. They don't mention the food.
Fucking idiots, savages.
They also posted a bunch of shit on Instagram. These people are hate. They're probably trying to like get a free meal.
Yeah,
people do that now. People are like leaving bad reviews and saying, "We'll take it off if you give us a free meal."
Yeah. No, keep the bad review up. Because the next time someone posts a 5-star review or 2 5-star review, your review's meaningless now.
Yeah, listen to your friends on Podchef, your best friends. Your 2
I'm gonna go leave a review. Where was this review at?
There's a few bad reviews on Yelp. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna go to Yelp and I'm gonna give it a good review.
And we'd tell you straight up if it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
but
5
it was
stars.
really good.
I'm gonna cancel some of these haters out.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, until next time, we're gonna pack our knives and go.